Okay. Now, may everyone look over here first. Reading the novel has been easy, right? Okay, that was our break. What I need you to do on this assignment is, number one, not have a bad attitude. I don't want to see any shrinking violets. Number two, I need you to, if you don't understand it at first, not freak out and really try to figure out or research what we're doing. I need you not to be frustrated, and I need you to know it's going to take you time to put this together, okay? I'm going to make the due date on next Tuesday, and if next Monday we have to work on it in class so that we have more collaboration, that's fine. We've done several things. We took language and vocabulary, and we've looked at higher level vocabulary. Yes, we have a good handle on that. We've looked at two-part argumentation. We have a handle on that. Then we're exposed to the three different perspectives, okay? I'm going to put those all together and show you kind of what your new one-page assignment is going to be. If you look on your fingers speak here, if you go up from that, go up from 2015 here, and I'll put it on the screen as well. Here is my model of what I'm doing, and I'm going to explain it to you because you're going to write something similar to this on a different poem. I'm going to start with the Marxist perspective, okay? So I'm starting with a perspective that has roots in socioeconomics, in class struggle, and we're going to go through guidelines of what that perspective entails. Gwendolyn Brooks covertly articulates one mother's struggle to protect her daughter's innocence by restricting her to evolve in a setting that separates her from negative character archetypes which thrive in lower economic settings. We're still on Marxist. Next, I'm going to develop a topic sentence. Topic sentence, as we discussed, is a two-part argumentation. If you use a compound sentence or using a positive, it's easy for you to make those two parts. Hopefully you understand two parts, because now we're going to extend and amplify our argumentation with perspective. So, Song in the Front Yard is a mellifluous poem concerning the loss of innocence of an adolescent young girl whom is ignorant of poverty, socioeconomic struggle. Right there still, we're still on Marxist. Now, I'm going to put a little feminist tinge on it, and stereotypes that we placed on her because of her gender. Now I've got my thesis that's an overall perspective about Marxist. Then I have my topic sentence, which has some Marxism, and then the second part cues into feminism. So now I'm using my voice, I'm using my perspective, but I'm looking at it through a Marxist perspective, as well as I'm looking at it through a feministic perspective. Major point one. Brooks' variation of the narrative archetype of loss of innocence articulates and reminds audience of the point of view of a young girl restricted for protection in a lower economic community. Now, watch me extend and amplify that to the technique that you use from kindergarten till 11th grade. 11th grade English, you wrote technique, you wrote all about the tone, you wrote about the voice. In the one-page assignments, we hit all those techniques that you focused on that. The irony found between the poem's title and the entire symbol of the backyard being the primary aspect of reflection adds a layer that functions as a security blanket for readers. You can do this in multiple ways, but this is where you use your tone, your irony, your technique and analysis you did in 11th grade. You use the technique to illustrate your major points. Probably 4 or 7 sentences, that's where I want to see short, powerful quotes, like we've already practiced. That's a skill that you already have. Now, on to major point 2, which will be more on the terms of feminism, because now we're broadening our perspective. The young girl has no idea she will soon be immersed in a world that does not disperse financial assistance evenly, as well as judge her on her femininity, and what would be done with it should she find herself thrown into poverty. This is, again, your tone, your irony, your technique, and your analysis can go here. We want this to end with a concluding statement, but by no means are you creating a conclusion at this point. We'll work out a conclusion later. I'm still looking for the body. What we're writing is a thesis, a topic sentence, a major point 1, developing that major point 1, and a major point 2, and developing that major point 2, and that should be about a page, single-spaced. Okay? Now, we're going to go back up. I'm going to review thesis statement. After thesis statement, we're going to look at the feministic perspective, we're going to look at a psychoanalytic perspective, and we're going to look at a Marxist perspective, and we'll look at the theses that you constructed and see what we like about them, what we don't like about them, and then we'll unleash the assignment. Are we all with me? Great. This is junior year of college. You're doing great. Okay? I'm going to turn this thing off because that should be... Oh, one last thing as I run into the chair. If you do watch the video, because I will post it, the entire assignment will be below it. So I have all the thing below it, right on the home page of Your Finger Speak, so you can access it easily. Whew.